wanted to give my first impression video on a game that I just started playing yesterday. I got about 20 hours into the game. Played it all day yesterday, and I played it a little bit today. It's called Pagan Online. Obviously, you know that if you're here. Um, so, one of the things that I found that was interesting is like hanging out with other streamers and me streaming it and playing it and talking to my friends. Is there were so many people who are coming in saying, "Wow, this game looks like a lot of fun. I finally found another game to play." And it kind of like I see it all the time, and it's a personal thing to me where like you play a game and you get invested in it, and then for whatever reason, you're like, hey, you get burnt out, or you're waiting on the next expansion, so you're like looking for something to take up your time in between that, or like you're waiting on a new game to come out. The game you're playing now is kind of getting old or whatever. I see it all the time. The reason I wanted to make this video for those kind of people, and for maybe anybody who's just sort of curious, that's why I wanted to make this video specifically, because it seems like there's a ton of people who are kind of looking for another game to play. As far as MMOs go, there's not a ton of good MMOs out right now. ESO, obviously, we play that here on my channel. WoW's going through some growing pain stuff. I mean, everyone could go play Blessed. No one's actually gonna go play that. Don't do that. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions or anything, hit me up in the comments below, and let's get this started. All right, guys, welcome to my first impressions of Pagan Online. It's a game's in early access. It's on Steam right now. You can get it from the publisher. It's Wargaming. Put this out. I've got about 20 hours into this game. I wanted to do like a first impression. I really enjoyed this game. We played this game on my stream last night. Had an absolute blast. I liked it enough that I wanted to put an early impression video out. I plan on playing this game some more. This is probably for a while going to become like a main staple for me. But let's get started here. I'll break this down real quick. For maybe some people who maybe were thinking about getting this game. Before I get into that though, it is an ARPG. It's an RPG MMO, sort of. So the MMO aspect of it, like you can see other people in your little hub world. You can't add them to your group yet. They have confirmed that I have talked to people who have played the beta, who said that will be in game and that was in the beta. They're ironing out, I think, some of the server side stuff for that. It is coming to the game soon. We don't know when. It's going to be a part of the game. But anyway, I wanted to get that out of the way. It's kind of like Diablo, kind of like Divinity. Not quite the same. It's broken into like bite-sized chunks, but we'll get into that. So basically what you're going to have here is you're going to have like an overworld, like a hub. It's kind of like Destiny. And you're going to have your different vendors and stuff here, which you can upgrade your crafting, and you can do your skill trees. These two, this is a gear locker. And I think this is lore, and I don't know what this one is. These are not in the game yet. So if you kind of walk around here, you can see it's coming soon. Again, this is an early access. There's your crafting. There's your upgrade, your character upgrade. And then over here is where we have, like you can see there's some coming soon stuff like this one. Old altar. It's coming soon. And then your lore stuff. And this is your merchant. And then your up here is going to be where we just were. It's called the battle gate. It's where you deploy your mission. You deploy out on missions. So you don't actually go from town to town here. What you're going to do is you're going to deploy out on missions to the town. You clear the town, you do the missions, then you come back here. You sort all your loot, you vendor stuff, you upgrade stuff, upgrade your character. I really like this setup. I also like I really like going through towns and stuff, and I actually really enjoy this setup. You don't actually have to go through and walk up to these like vendors. You can actually just click these and quick like open them, which is nice. You have the option. So what we'll do first is we'll go through the battle gate here. Battle gate, this is where you're going to deploy on your missions. This is where you're going to deploy on your missions. They have confirmed they're adding more of this. Like they're fleshing out these current missions, and then they're going to, I guess, add more areas, which is super cool. You can see here, it's kind of like Diablo in the sense that like you get different acts, and then you go in and you do different missions for different pieces of the act. I have not gotten here yet. I think these are still under development. Everything I think after 5 or 6 is under development still. I think I cannot confirm that because I have not gotten this far yet. But yeah, these are little bite sized, like 10, 10, 15 minute missions, sometimes even shorter than that. You do the objective. You can actually see which enemies are in here, which is really neat. Well, this is important later. Challenges, don't have challenges unlocked yet, although there are challenges in the missions. You just can't see them yet on here. That's something I'll add in later. But yeah, missions are pretty neat. So you get your campaign missions, right? Your different areas here. As you go through, like as you progress, you unlock this stuff. You can actually also change the difficulty of these. So you can actually go back. You can actually go back and do these missions on higher difficulty, even like the lower level ones, and get different gear and loot and things. And it's really interesting. What you can also do is you can go back and do these missions that you've already done on other characters. The story is still the same, but like you can do the older missions and like use them like to gear and like get exp and stuff, which is cool. Your missions are neat. These are cool. So what you do here is you can like you do these little missions here. It's survival and defense missions. So survival is like survive a wave of ads, right? And defense is like defend this thingamabobber or whatever from like all these different ads. And so what happens is they're like 5-10 minute missions. You get these loot, you get these upgrade loots, and these crafting like recipes. And then so what happens is these are neat because you can farm these, right? Like if I go back, you can see. Like, so I was confused last night when I first looked at this. So it says time until mission resets. This these are repeatable. You can repeat these as many times as you want to farm like crafting materials and stuff. This means that these will reset and you'll get different missions, which is really neat. So, or you can manually pay like 300 gold, which is nothing. And you re-roll this mission block so you can get different missions that will give you different crafting materials. So like, let's say today's missions just don't do it for you as far as crafting materials. It's not what you need. You can pay 300 gold and re-roll and see if you can get a mission with your crafting material that you need in it, and then run it and run it and run it and run it until you get your crafting material, enough of it. It's really, really neat. I at first thought that was a timer, and there's another MMO which I won't mention by name, who put a bunch of timers on a bunch of its daily stuff, and it drives me nuts. Starts with the W. I think you can guess which one I'm talking about. It's one of my least favorite things about that game. This game does not do that. They even give you an option to reroll better missions, which is neat. So yeah, these are really cool. They have different levels. They have different levels that they recommend, and there are actual requirements of like you have to have a certain amount of power or whatever, which this power is pretty easy to get. Like as you progress through the game. Assassinations, this is my favorite. I think this is my favorite part of this game. So you get as you do missions and as you do like campaign stuff, you get these little keys using holy keys. And so this is neat. So what happens here is you go into these missions and you try and you go through and you'll have different encounters and you'll fight different stuff. And then eventually you'll run across a boss and you have to kill that boss to finish the mission. And the loot is incredible. So you get all these different you can get all these different kinds of loots. This is also these are repeatable, and this is also the best way to collect shards. So you saw those heroes earlier, and you unlock those heroes by getting shards, right? Well, the shards, these assassination missions so far, from what I've seen, this is the easiest way to get those shards. You get like, I want to say, if you do it on normal difficulty, you don't get more shards for doing it on master difficulty. I don't think you do. I want to say you get like 18 or 20 shards each time you do one of these for a specific hero. So what you could do is you can identify a mission like, oh, cool. Like this mission drops this shard. I'm going to go do this. And they take like 10 minutes to do. And they're hard, but they're not like once you progress a little bit, you can go back to some of the lower level ones and kick their ass. Sorry, I cursed there. And you could I think it took me 20 minutes last night and I unlocked one of my heroes. Like the ability to get shards in this game is not like time gated. Like they don't make it a huge grind. It's actually, and they're actually really fun. These assassinations are a ton of fun and they're repeatable. Well, they're repeatable in the sense that you have to have these keys. you'll get these keys pretty regularly. You're not like gonna get them a ton, but you'll get them pretty regularly. Like last night, we played for a couple hours. I had like 5 keys. I used most of them. But yeah, that's it. I think for the overworld. The only other thing, so if you click like this tab here, you can see these enemies. So this is important because what happens is you get these hunts. They're called hunts. It's these. We'll show these next. And so what you have to do is you have to kill a specific mob to complete the hunt to get their rewards. So hunts, we'll click that next. So they're right here actually. So yeah. So hunts is these are little tiny little objectives. So right now I have to kill Mortarion the Bold. He's a disembodied noble. So you get little rewards you can take. You can only have one of these at a time, and these are repeatable. And you get a really good amount of gold for doing these. The only problem is I have not found a bestiary yet that shows where, like, I know where this one is, right? Like, kill 150 boss members. I know where this one is. This one, I have no idea where this guy is yet. I'm sure at some point I'll get there. I've suggested they add a bestiary in the game so I can click and say, oh, where do I find Mortarion the Boulder? Like, where do I find, like, this other ad or whatever? Once I play the game more, I'm sure I'm fine where these things are. That was one of the feedbacks I gave, was like, add a bestiary to the game if there's not one in it already. Yeah, these are really neat. Just extra way to get some rewards. Again, this resets. These all reset. You get new ones every day. Yeah, these hunts are neat. So let's do crafting next. Let's look at crafting. So crafting in this game I actually really enjoy a lot. So you can level up your crafting, which is really cool. And then what you can do is so you have crafting level 1 through 10, and then I think it's 20 through, so then it's 11 through 20, and then what I assume would be what are 21 through 30 or 31. So this is 1 through 10. So what you do is you click this and you add hold on, so sorry, let me go back. So if you look at the recipe, it's going to tell you, it's going to give you dexterity and lightning damage, right? Or this one's going to give you like strength on your ring, right? This is for a ring. So what happens is if you click this and you add this in here, you will 100% get lightning damage. You will 100% get dexterity added to whatever weapon you're putting in there. So then what happens is if you click this, we don't have any weapons actually to add in there yet. Let's see, maybe I could show you guys. Damn, we don't have any base level stuff to add in. That's funny. Yeah, we don't have any. So you have to, right now, the only thing I can improve is gray things. I think you can't, like, if you click this, like, you can improve these and reforge these. But so what happens is you add these in, right? And what you roll, like, you click this and you add your weapon in, and so it will give you lighting, it will give you dexterity. And then it's going to keep the, actually we do. So what we can do is we can re-roll this one. So you see, you have your base damage, right? So what you're going to keep on this weapon is your crit chance. And then you're going to get lightning damage. You're going to get dexterity. The damage will go up. The base damage will go up. And so let's see. Let's just craft this. Doesn't matter. Let's see. I just want to show you guys how this works. So then what happens is this thing gets increased base damage. It keeps the crit chance. And then you can see it adds dexterity and it adds lightning damage in. Thing about this is the way you craft in this game and the way that I've seen it is, like, let's say, like, right now, like, you can see I have like a level 9 axe, right? Item power level 9, right? And so what you can do is you can look, I mean, there's other stats to take into account. What you could do from a basic level is you can say, okay, I have an item level 9 axe, right? If I improve like a level, like a base, like level 12 axe, it will have more attack power. And it will be stronger, just the base damage, than the axe I have now, right? Like you can, even though it's RNG and it's a roll, you can say, okay, well, my level 9 that's improved won't be as good as my level 12 that's improved, right? But there's extra stats and stuff to keep in mind. Like you can see, like these are both level 9. Like these are both level 9, but you can see the one I have has, like, you can see all that red there. Those are all stats I would lose. So theoretically, like, I would gain some lightning damage and some dexterity, but I would lose all that other stuff. So it's sort of this interesting, like, min-max back and forth. The The one I have now is obviously better anyway because the base damage is better and the crit chance is better. But you see what I'm sort of getting at here, where it's RNG, but it's not. You sort of have to intuit it. You can also reforge. This is interesting. So if you don't like the stats on a weapon, like let's say like this one or this one, as long as you have the crafting material, you can actually reforge this. And so what it'll do is it'll re-roll all the stats on the weapon and give you something different. It's crazy. I've seen people re-roll gold legendary gear just for like lulz or whatever. It's crazy. Like, it's pretty cool. I really like the crafting system in this game. I'm sure they'll flesh it out some more. Yeah, it's cool. You can upgrade all this different. You can upgrade all your things. Like we'll take a look at my inventory real quick. This is what I'm wearing now. So yeah, you can upgrade all your things. As far as gear goes, you're gonna get like a weapon, and then the accessories, and then you're gonna get like a shield, or a grimoire, or I guess a tome in this case on my character, and then a ward, and then a charm. All of your all the characters in the game that I've seen so far have these same accessory slots. They're just different things go there. But it's what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slots. And then down here you're gonna have your different stats and stuff. You're gonna have your different stats and stuff if you like to min-max. I know I've played other MMOs that like to min-max, and I'm gonna sink my teeth into this stuff for sure. But yeah, this is your crafting. It's a lot of fun. But let's move on to abilities. This is one of my favorite things in the game. So each character has 4 abilities, and then your 2. Like if you look, you can look down, or you can't really see it now. But if you look in like the combat footage, you'll see it. Each character is gonna have these 4 abilities, and then they're gonna have like your right click, left click mouse abilities, like your regular like auto attacks. Well, not auto attacks, but like just regular attacks. So you can upgrade all these, right? And so what happens is each time, almost every time, each time you do a mission, you get one of these potency points, right? And these upgrade with potency points, right? And then these upgrades exclusively with crafting mats. So there were multiple times last night I found myself, I didn't have any potency points. And I was like, damn, I really want to upgrade these. And I was like, oh, I forgot. I only need crafting mats. You don't need potency points to get these big upgrades, which is super nice. But these are pretty standard. It's like range upgrades, damage upgrades. So I have not confirmed if you fill this out, if you can go back and unlock like the other choice, or if they lock you out. Either way, I'm cool with that. I'm good when MMOs and ARPGs make you make tough decisions like this. I have heard you can respec this at some point, although I can't confirm that yet because I haven't gotten that far in the game yet. I have heard that you can respec this stuff. But yeah, each character you can unlock this kind of stuff. I don't know if potency points, like let's swap characters real quick. I don't know if potency points are count bound. Let's see, hold on. I would assume that they are. Oh, they're not account bound because you want to level your character. I'll try and confirm that later for you guys. So yeah, so they're not account bound, they're character bound. So you actually have to level this thing. That's a better system. You actually have to level this thing to get the upgrades, which is nice. You can't just come in and just be super strong, which is cool. But yeah, so that's the ability thing. That's the ability trees. They did confirm in a Discord, in an AMA, and I'll link that in the I'll link that below in the chat, the Discord. You guys can go look at that AMA. They did confirm that this is being overhauled. Like they're going to flesh this out. Like a massively overhauled, fleshed out version of this is in the works. I'm really excited for that. I like to min-max. I like to see what they're going to do with this. This is fun. Just the base, like early access version of this is very easy and simple and fun. But yeah, so that's the ability trees for each character. Each character, like I said, has 4 abilities, and then the 2 spammables. All right, cool. So let's take a look at the vendor. Vendor's pretty simple. Buy and sell stuff here. You just right click it, sell it. He doesn't actually sell anything. I haven't actually seen him sell anything as far as like stuff that he can sell to me. I don't know if they'll add that in the game at some point. They might. But that's it. Yeah, and then you get your stash. You can stash stuff for different characters. But I think that's that. The potion thing. This is where you buy potions. Um, I did not realize. So I put feedback in last night. I did not realize. So when you click these potions, you have to buy them one at a time. I did not realize that if you go to your character screen, you just click this. It'll ask you like, do you want to buy the maximum number of potions? So that's already in the game. I just didn't find it because I'm a knucklehead. But yeah, the vendor's where you're gonna buy your potions. Potions are super important. You have to buy them. They don't just refill themselves after each mission. Um, Other than that, whenever hunts, whenever missions, whenever vendor, whenever hero forge, whenever abilities, whenever inventory, whenever crafting. Couple things. The combat in this game is super, 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 super fun. It feels really fluid and fast, like fast paced. WASD movement, obviously. So what happens is that's like a big sticking point for the game. So what happens is you move WASD, and you can rekeybind that. Is WASD the base, just the base, like defaults, and then you attack wherever your mouse pointer's like pointed at. So if you look in the combat, you'll see like the combat clip right here that like clicking, like you can see like you click your mouse, you attack wherever your mouse is clicked at, and then you move your WASD. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little goofy when I first started it. It was a little goofy when I first started it. I got used to it pretty quickly, and it feels super good now that I know how to use it. Yeah, there were times during the combat in this that I literally I had like 5 health left, and I got like a giant like stomp off and kill the boss, and I jumped out of my seat like, oh my god, that was so much fun. Yeah, the combat in this game is really good. So what happens is, as you can see, it's split up into like you clear a room and the loot will all come out, and then the room is done and you get to like sort out your loot, and then you go to like the next room and fight the thing. So the combat is split up into like bite-sized sections, and it's really nice, and it'll actually tell you like, hey, the boss is here, and you get really nervous. You're like, oh man, boss is here. Boss fights are super cool. Some of the later boss fights apparently have some mechanics that are really nuts. But yeah, combat in this game feels good. It doesn't feel clunky. It feels like solid. Like when you hit something, like you feel like you hit something. Yeah, let's go through the hero forge here, guys. So hero forge is really neat. So these are all the different characters you can unlock. You got like your berserker, and like your like chick with the whip who's like super fast, and like your tank, and like your undead caster guys, and like your ranger class, and I want to say ESO warden here, but everyone is gonna say like a shaman from ESO, or not ESO, from WoW. Everyone leave hate in the comments below for the fact that I just mixed up those two games. That's okay. I played them both. So these are different characters you're gonna like I said, it took me like 20 minutes last night. I didn't like Lucian. You get these shards. You can farm these shards at a pretty fast pace. There's no way to buy these in game yet. I have not found that yet. I'm not really, either way. It doesn't really matter to me if they did that or not. Some people care about that kind of stuff. I think more options are always better, but if they don't add it in, they just make you get it in game, that's fine too. But oops. So hero forge, like you can see, different heroes. Each hero has a different ability, and then each of these heroes also you can unlock in game only. You earn these to unlock these different like you can unlock like these different cosmetics, and you can color them too, which is super nice. This is really neat. This is all in-game stuff. My favorite one in the game is probably this one, which I'll be unlocking. This one here. I love this one. I will be unlocking this here for sure. Or maybe this one. These are both really neat. But yeah, you can see like the cosmetics are pretty neat. They put some time and effort into this. There's different emotes and stuff you can do. But yeah, these are different characters you unlock. Like I said, you do missions, you unlock these. You do missions to unlock these. You do missions to unlock these guys. You get the shards as you do the missions. But yeah, guys, I think that'll do it. I think I've pretty much covered everything. If I forgot anything, feel free to let me know and harass me in the comments below. I really enjoy this game. Like I said, it's like $30 early access right now. For an early access game, it's really, really, really fun. Cannot wait to sink my teeth into this. What's really cool is we streamed this last night. and I was have been hanging out with streamers of this game, and almost every single chat I'm in, someone has said, "Hey man, I really like what this looks like. I really want to buy this game." Like some hype for this game, man. It looks really good. I enjoyed it. I obviously have played it. I really enjoy it. Like I said, this will become a staple for sure in my channel. If you liked the video, feel free to like or subscribe. And I'll if you like the video, feel free to like or subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.